The long memory is the most radical idea in the world. And I have pretty good long memory. I have great short-term memory, but that's another story. Now, I read 1984 and 1983. If you haven't read it, you could watch the movie now. There's a movie, even the movie's old. But when the main premise of 1984 is a totalitarian regime running the country. And their slogan is, don't believe your eyes. The government will tell you what the truth is. That's where we're at now. Trump literally believes that he can just speak things into his existence because he's so brilliant. And has such he knows words. He knows the best words. And after the 30 billionth time I've heard the words Russia, Russia, Russia hoax, I have to go off and do a history lesson for you. A short-term history lesson. There was no Russia hoax. Mueller's investigation found that Russia absolutely interfered in the 2016 election, and they did so to get Trump elected because they felt that he would be easy to manipulate. Now, I don't even think the Russians thought they could pull it off. I think they were just kind of trolling us, and it just worked way better than they thought. Now, Trump obstructed justice, intimidated witnesses, fired the original guy that was investigating him back when he was still president, and did everything that innocent people do to fight a investigation about them. And so, as such, they were not able to prove that the Trump regime was involved in the Russian interference in the 2016 election. They were able to prove that they knew about it. They were able to prove that. Now, Trump has used the words over and over and over again. He was exonerated. Well, the last words in Mueller's report is that Trump was not exonerated. Plain English, full stop, was not exonerated. And Mueller just dragged his feet. Mueller dragged his feet on too many things, like the January 6th insurrection, which was an insurrection. Trump should be in jail. He shouldn't have ever had a chance to run again. But Mueller dragged his feet because, they're weaponizing that Justice Department. Yeah, they sure seemed fucking weaponized to me. They didn't do a damn thing. Now, what was also found in the report is that Russia, largely, what could be found is that Russia had launched a massive disinformation campaign on social media to manipulate the minds of the American voters. And they did this with bots and bot farms and paid influencers and some hacking here and there. But they absolutely did that. And it had greater effects than they ever thought possible. That's why Elon Musk bought Twitter. And studies have come out that Twitter users have a skewed view of world politics more than any other people on any other platform. Even though most of the platforms are owned by Trump supporters, or at least Trump bootlickers at this stage of the game, and now TikTok, owned by a major Trump supporter. So we need to keep these things in mind, try to stop ourselves from being manipulated. I think Elon Musk kind of fucked up, or he maybe did it on purpose because he's still butthurt at Trump. But a couple months ago, he released, I think he undid this now, but you could see the country that all of the accounts on Twitter were coming from. And most of the major, the Trump supporting accounts with major followings that had the most influence were in foreign countries. They weren't even here. They're all this MAGA, and they're not even, they can't even vote MAGA. It's like other countries, actors, acting like they're Trump supporters to manipulate the data and manipulate us. Now, since I went down this rabbit hole, now Trump's trying to take over the elections, trying to federalize the election. He's raiding polling places and extorting other polling places to give them what? The voter data. The voter data. Now, I don't want to be hyperbolic or a conspiracy theorist, because in this world we're living in, it's absolutely a conspiracy. So I don't have to theorize much. Will they start rounding up Democrats now that they know who the Democrats are? Because I did a search of ICE arrests based on political affiliation, and yeah, I found what I thought I'd find. Overwhelmingly, they're Democrats or Democrat-leaning, because they arrest a lot of people that are citizens, and they detain a lot of people that are citizens. But that makes sense because it's only blue areas being attacked by ICE. So it makes sense that more Democrats are being arrested. So they're trying to illegally deport American citizens, arrest them on some trumped-up charges. Will they do that again? Will they go back and pick those people up right before the election? America, best keep your head on a swivel and stay low and move in a serpentine fashion. We have to take the midterms. He has to get impeached all the way. I've heard the other day, Pam Bondi said, accused Moskowitz of trying to impeach Trump back in the day. Well, nobody tried to impeach Trump. Trump is a twice impeached president. He just was not convicted in the Senate, and that's why he was still allowed to run. Now, he needs to be impeached, removed from power, and extradited to The Hague to be tried on war crimes. Michael Carell with a WTH News Network moment of history.